So we're going to talk about diabetes and your eyes. But what I want to do is I want to turn the word diabetes into what diabetes actually is. What is diabetes? Diabetes is a disease state of hyperglycemia, meaning high blood sugar. So if your blood sugar is continually elevated from bad eating habits, you have hyperglycemia. You might not have the disease state of diabetes, but you have hyperglycemia, and it's going to lead to increasing cross-linking, which means it's going to cause wrinkles, it's going to cause damage to the organs, it's going to cause issues. People that are diabetic, people that are diabetic too, but obese people that consume a lot of sugar tend to get non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. So, how can diabetes affect your eyes? Well, diabetes occurs when your body does not properly process food as energy. When you have diabetes, your body either does not respond to or does not produce insulin, which is the hormone that delivers glucose to cells. Having too much glucose in the bloodstream outside the cells where it belongs can lead, outside the cells where it belongs, so meaning it's outside of your cells, it belongs inside of your cells, not outside, can lead to damage of the blood vessels and nerves that run throughout your body, including the eyes. So diabetic eye disease, diabetic retinopathy, it's a disease of the eye, of the retina in particular. Okay, the leading cause of blindness in American adults is diabetic retinopathy. Okay, this is the retina's blood vessels cause either leaking of the vessels or growth of abnormal new blood vessels on the retina's surface. You might want to check out Dr. William Lee's, I think it's a TEDx speech or TED Med or whatever, where he talks about, can we eat to starve cancer? And yes, you can through an anti-angiogenic diet, so it helps stop the overgrowth of blood vessels. More importantly, you should read his book, Eat to Beat Disease. Macular edema, the macula, the center of the retina that provides sharp, straight vision, can swell due to leaking blood vessels. Glaucoma, high sugar levels can damage the retina's blood vessels and result in the creation of abnormal new ones. Cataracts. Cataracts can form earlier and progress faster in people with diabetes. Swelling of the eye lens, diabetic eye disease, prevention. How do you do it? You control your blood sugar. Okay? Your doctor can provide direction on how to keep your blood sugar normal and avoid fluctuations. Lower your blood pressure and cholesterol. Get recommendations from your doctor, yada yada. Stop smoking, avoid harmful rays, meaning ultraviolet rays, and wear sunglasses, etc. Get a diabetic eye exam. Okay, understanding diabetic eye exams. You can read this on your own, and I'm going to move forward here. Can sugar affect eye health? Although delicious, sugar in excessive amounts can pose serious damage to your overall health, including your eyes. In fact, sugar has been linked to several serious eye conditions and diseases. Now, this is from Optometrists Network at optometrists.org. Okay? So how does sugar affect the eyes? Diabetic retinopathy, glaucoma, high blood sugar and insulin levels can cause the eye's blood vessels to narrow, causing a buildup of fluid that can't properly drain, resulting in glaucoma. Cataracts, it can cause cataracts, age-related macular degeneration, and so on. So the one book that I want to talk about is that I think everybody that wants to not age at an accelerated rate needs to read this book in particular. This is perhaps the best book I have ever read on defying the aging process, and it is Dr. Atkins' Age-Defying Diet Revolution by Dr. Robert C. Atkins, medical doctor. He covers many aspects of aging. He covers the importance of exercise, the importance of stretching, which very few people that cover exercise cover the importance of limbering exercises. He covers specific supplement combinations for specific illnesses, age-related illnesses. He covers the whole process of the cross-linking aspects of aging. So what you need to understand, so this is the book here, the Dr. America Trust now shows blah, blah, blah. World-renowned medical expert Dr. Robert C. Atkins has shown millions how to lose weight and keep it off, eating the foods they like without being hungry. This new plan is not just a diet. Now, this is not a ketogenic diet, okay? It's an easy-to-stay-with regime that combines nutrition, phytonutrient supplements. So phytonutrients are what Dr. Atkins called vitamins, minerals, coenzymes, B products, things of that nature that one would take, phytonutrients, what have you. Remember, Dr. Atkins practiced what would be called integrative medicine, or integrative cardiology, to be exact. So add many more years to your life, boost your immune defenses, enhance brain function and memory, reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease, lose weight without restricting calories, combat adult onset diabetes. Okay, this is about the author. So Dr. Robert C. Atkins was the founder and medical director of the Atkins Center for Complementary Medicine, a 1951 graduate of the University of Michigan. He received his medical degree from Cornell University. Okay, about the reader, blah, 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 blah. But I highly recommend people read this book. It is very in-depth about the various causes of aging and how to reduce the impact of those causes of aging. And it's very readable. It even covers bioidentical hormone replacement therapies and things of that nature also. It covers pregnenolone or whatever, however you say that, which he calls the grandmother hormone, and then DHEA, testosterone, estrogen, progesterone, all that good stuff. It's covered in depth in this book. He talks about the need, of course, to get a doctor's supervision in the use of hormone replacement therapy, etc. Moving forward. Now, essentially, if you've read the Atkins Age-Defying Diet, another great book on the same concept is any one of the various Paracone diets or diet books. I personally recommend reading the book, The Wrinkle Cure, the first book by Dr. Paracone. I think it's very important. The Paracone Diet. Now, this is another book that he wrote. I guess it's called The Paracone Diet. Now, Dr. Paracone based his diet off of the Zone Diet by Dr. Barry Sears originally, but then expanded it. Now, what's funny is it really does look a lot like the Atkins Age-Defying Diet in the long run. And the reason why is because when you're creating a diet to reduce the effects of aging, it's going to look fairly similar to other diets for those purposes. Dr. Paracone is, of course, a dermatologist, but he was also a neurologist. And there's a lot of talk about neurological health, brain health, and, of course, beauty and keeping your skin healthy. Okay, a lot of people want to slather a bunch of shit on their face, not taking into consideration the need to nourish your body from the inside out. Now, I just took a skincare course, and it wasn't covered in depth enough, the need for nutrition. But what is the Paracone diet? Dr. Nicholas Paracone, a dermatologist who has written several books about skincare, weight loss, and wellness, runs a popular skincare company called Paracone MD. He claims that there's no evidence unless you go to PubMed that maintaining a healthy diet promotes skin health and prevents the signs of aging. His 28-day program, officially called Dr. Paracone's 28-day anti-inflammatory diet. There's also the Atkins acne diet, the Paracone prescription, the Paracone this, the Paracone that. Okay, read a Perricone book, go through the Perricone book, see what you like. Some of them have more recipes than others. Some of them are more readable than others. The wrinkle cure is very sciencey. So unless you're heavy duty into orthomolecular medicine and orthomolecular nutrition, you might be turned off by that book. So the diet is designed to reduce chronic inflammation by eliminating bread, fried foods, fruit juice, pasta, snack foods, soda, and foods high in sugar. Okay, while increasing your intake of foods rich in protein and antioxidants. While chronic inflammation may contribute to illness like heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and liver disease, and diet and lifestyle factors can promote inflammation, Perricone's recommendations have been criticized as restrictive. The thing that blows my mind with this, okay, this is like the same people that say a vegan diet is restrictive. No, it's not. And what's funny is people on a carnivore diet tend to say a vegan diet is restrictive. Okay, the Perricone diet or the Zone diet or the Atkins diet even, as long as you're not talking about the induction phase, these are not restrictive diets. If you cannot go through the foods on the lists of these diets. For example, the Zone diet, there's a book called The Top 100 Foods to Eat in the Zone. If you cannot make thousands upon thousands of meals with those 100 foods, you need help. You need to learn how to cook. You need to go back to school and take home economics. I don't know what you need, but these are not restrictive diets. These are diets that have abundant foods in them that are free from the foods that are killing people, that were known to be killing people since the time of John Harvey Kellogg, since the time of Dr. Weston Price, since the time of Dr. Ansel Keys, since the time of Adele Davis. We've known this for quite a while now. So the Perricone diet is a 28-day eating plan meant to improve health by lowering your intake of inflammatory foods and increasing your intake of anti-inflammatory foods. But its lack of transparency and restrictions may be a call. No, it's not. If you feel restricted on this diet, you have a food addiction, is what's going on. How to follow the Perricone diet. Now ask yourself, does this sound restrictive? And if it does, ask yourself, do I have a food addiction? Might I need to go to OA? Okay? Breakfast, 1/2 cup cooked oatmeal, not instant. 3 egg omelet. Now what I want to point out about the oatmeal, not instant, what's funny about that is the pre-sweetened oatmeals I would not use. However, what you need to understand is quick oats, rolled oats, and quick oats and rolled oats are the same thing, and they're both whole grain. They're not instant. Well, quick oats are instant, but rolled oats aren't. What you got to watch out for is those pre-sweetened oats. Okay, so a 3-egg omelet, I would not recommend a 3-egg omelet. I would use egg whites, but like I'm saying, this is not a restrictive diet. A 3-egg omelet or 4 to 6 ounces of grilled salmon, a 2-inch wedge of cantaloupe or fresh berries, or a 1/3 cup of fresh berries, 8 to 12 ounces of spring water. Lunch, 4 to 6 ounces of grilled salmon, 2 cups of salad made with dark leafy greens like romaine lettuce dressed in olive oil and lemon juice, 1 kiwi fruit or cantaloupe and berries, 8 to 12 ounces of spring water. Dinner, 4 to 6 ounces of grilled salmon, 2 cups of salad made with romaine lettuce or dark leafy greens, dressed with olive oil, okay, and lemon juice, 1/2 cup steamed or non-starchy vegetables, so not potatoes, but like broccoli, spinach, bok choy, cabbage, blah, 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 all sorts of non-starchy. Again, read the top 100 foods to eat in the zone. 8 to 12 ounces of spring water, fresh cantaloupe and berries, yada, yada. Bedtime snack, Slice 2-ounce slice of turkey breast, or 6 ounces of plain Greek yogurt, 1 apple, a handful of walnuts, hazelnuts, or almonds. Does this sound like a restrictive diet? And like I said, if it does sound like a restrictive diet, you might need to ask yourself if you have a food addiction. In the original Atkins book, from back in like the 60s or 70s, a lot of people could not maintain the Atkins diet because they were essentially alcoholics. And like Dr. Atkins' point was, if you can't stay off booze for a couple months, you probably have a drinking problem. So foods to eat and avoid. Foods to eat: seafood, salmon, scallops, etc. Poultry, such as chicken and turkey. Again, does this sound restrictive? Whole eggs and egg whites. This is not a restrictive diet. Greek yogurt and kefir. Non-starchy vegetables like asparagus, greens, cabbage, celery, and tomatoes. Nuts such as macadamia nuts, Brazil nuts, and almonds. Fruits like berries and cantaloupes. Beans and lentils. Healthy fat sources like olive oil and avocados. Whole grains like oats and quinoa. Green tea and spring water. Foods to avoid: highly processed foods like, packaged snack foods. Alcohol you want to avoid. Coffee you want to avoid. And now, coffee is full of acrylamides, okay? So, there's the science is still out on that one, but they're thought to cause health issues. However, drinking coffee increases lifespan. So, who knows? Foods high in refined carbs such as white bread, pizza and pasta, high glycemic foods and beverages like potatoes and fruit juice. So don't be eating any potatoes and don't be drinking any fruit juice because it's essentially sugar. Fried foods, foods and drinks high in added sugar such as ice cream, soda, and jelly. Summary: the Perricone diet restricts alcohol, coffee, and items high in added sugar and refined carbs. You're encouraged to focus on meals, snacks high in protein